as explosive rumors about Rasheeda's unexpected pregnancy spread, with more and more hints suggesting Mendeecees could be the father. Breaking news is rocking the entertainment landscape tonight. Social media is ablaze with speculation, heartache, and rage, and fans are in shock. What caused it to occur? How does this affect Rasheeda's marriage to Kirk Frost? And what does it mean for Yandy Smith, who has stood by Mendeecees through thick and thin? Insiders have revealed that fierce arguments, secret meetings, and emotional breakdowns are already tearing families apart. And the drama is escalating more quickly than anybody can keep up with. This scandal strikes just when it seemed like the world of reality TV couldn't get any wilder. Leaving behind broken connections, crushed betrayal, and shattered trust. Come along with us as we explore every breathtaking detail of this incredible story. From the first warning signs to the flaming conflicts that threaten to destroy everything these stars have gained, one thing is certain: Rasheeda, Kirk Mendeecees, and Yandy will never watch reality TV the same way again. You won't believe the turn this narrative takes. This is a scandal you cannot afford to miss, so grab some popcorn. Like a spark waiting to ignite, the rumors started out subtly, a slight rumble on the horizon, just whispers in closed circles and subtle communications at first. But eventually those echoes grew into a roaring commotion that rocked the entertainment industry as a whole, although Rasheeda's unexpected pregnancy had already taken her fans by surprise. The real shock came when there were suspicions that the child might not be her longtime husband, Kirk Frost's. Suspicion instead shifted in an unimaginable direction. Mendeecees, initially, the idea appeared ridiculous, almost humorous. However, as additional purported insiders came out with stories of secret meetings, late-night phone conversations, and intimate encounters between Rasheeda and Mendeecees, the scandal started to take on a terrifying veracity. The couple's friends saw that Kirk and Rasheeda had become more distant. Posed pictures and well-groomed public personas couldn't cover it up. Fans searched through previous social media posts, analyzing each like, comment, and nuanced conversation between Mendeecees and Rasheeda in an attempt to find the hint that would support their worst fears. The drama began when an unnamed source released purported messages between Rasheeda and Mendeecees that were full of affection, longing, and a closeness that raised more concerns than it did answers. The possibility that Kirk's marriage was failing, and that the paternity of his newborn kid was now in question, allegedly devastated him. According to insiders, he and Rasheeda got into a furious argument that ended with high voices, accusations thrown, and the sound of something heavy hitting a wall, leaving both of them in tears. Kirk insisted on clarification, but Rasheeda, overcome with emotion, allegedly did not confirm or deny the reports. Mendeecees had to deal with his own storm in the meantime. Yandy was reportedly devastated by the accusations, since he had steadfastly supported Mendeecees during all of his previous scandals. Reacting to the betrayal, she reportedly distanced herself from friends and family, according to people close to her. She reportedly had an emotional altercation with Mendeecees and demanded the truth, which threatened to undermine their relationship, according to insiders. Mendeecees denied any wrongdoing at first, saying he and Rasheeda were merely friends. But his dismissals served to worsen the situation. Using old event film, fans examined scenes where Rasheeda and Mendeecees stood too close, lingered too long in laughter, or exchanged looks that were now suspected of having more meaning. The piercing glare of scandal scrutinized every carefree grin and innocent embrace. The problem worsened after a mysterious video purportedly depicting Rasheeda and Mendeecees at a private gathering away from their partners' prying eyes appeared online. The footage was insufficient to convince many viewers that something wrong was happening. Despite its fuzziness and blurriness, emotions surged on social media, including sadness, wild speculations, and accusations. Supporters of Kirk showered his page with sympathy and words of support, while some demonized Rasheeda and called her a traitor. Equally outspoken were Yandy's supporters who urged her to quit Mendeecees and maintain her dignity. Family members were split up by the aftermath. According to some insiders, Kirk's kids were separating from Rasheeda as they tried to make sense of the mayhem that was developing. Mendeecees and Kirk allegedly ran into each other at a mutual friend's party, which escalated their tensions to a breaking point. According to witnesses, Kirk accosted Mendeecees right away and demanded explanations in front of the stunned audience. It was said that Kirk had to be restrained by friends to avoid a physical altercation as voices rose and tempers boiled. Mendeecees remained calm and insisted that nothing improper had happened, attributing the reports to jealous outsiders who wanted to cause strife. Kirk, who was not persuaded, allegedly swore to find the truth, even if it required going to court. As the scenario worsened, Rasheeda became more and more alone. To avoid being caught in the storm, former allies discreetly withdrew from the situation. Brands were allegedly cautious of the toxic debate, which caused endorsement negotiations to be postponed. Rasheeda had to confront the harsh fact that, regardless of the facts, her reputation might already be irreparably damaged since the stakes were so high. According to reports, Kirk was meeting with attorneys behind closed doors to discuss his options, including requesting a paternity test and maybe getting a divorce, Kirk told close pals, according to sources. That he sought assurance for his family's sake and was ready to leave if the worst happened. Between her intense devotion to Mendeecees and the growing body of evidence suggesting a devastating betrayal, Yandy was reportedly confiding her emotions to close pals, unable to decide what to do next. She was seen consulting a spiritual advisor, according to insiders. The strain only increased throughout the course of the days. The media descended on Kirk and Rasheeda's house in an attempt to catch a peek of the troubled couple, while Mendeecees and Yandy were harassed by paparazzi at every turn. Fans demanded answers as he fired out intrusive questions, capturing every tense moment and strained glance, while blogs were full of unrelenting hypotheses. The reality TV industry held its breath. A purported audio tape purportedly showing a sad call between Rasheeda and Mendeecees, in which both admitted to feelings that went beyond friendship, surfaced just when it appeared that the mayhem couldn't get much worse. The recording caused an internet craze, even if its veracity wasn't immediately established.